Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Gardening with Creations by DX & Co. In honor of Earth Week this week, or Earth Day happening this week, I thought I'd share a couple of recycling videos. So yesterday we did one on how to recycle a water bottle and turn it into a self-wicking planter. Today I'm going to do a video on how to turn a water bottle into something that you can water your seedlings with. So I figured a perfect sunny day out in the greenhouse, do that video today. But not only do I want to make something to water my seedlings with, but I'd also like to make something like a watering can. So I've got a cat litter thing that I've rinsed out thoroughly, and what I'm planning to do is turn this into a watering can. So something similar to a store-bought watering can, and we'll try them both out, see which one works better, and is it worth spending the money on a watering can that you can buy from the store. I think this one I got from one of the big box like Menards or Home Depot, something like that, and it was probably anywhere from $4 to $10 for this thing. It's nice, sturdy, got a nice comfortable handle. I think this is a 2-gallon one, but we'll see how it compares to our DIY one we do today. So stay with me, guys, and let me get the tools and get everything set up. Yeah, so we'll start with just our water bottle watering can. So all we're going to do for this is this top right here is all we need to do. I've gone ahead, it's already got some water in it, which is fine. I've got a drill with a small drill bit in it. This one may be a little too big. We'll gauge the size, but that's the nice part. You can always get a different bottle cap or a different bottle to go with. But the idea behind this is that we're going to put some holes in this, and we'll be able to water our seedlings gently without disrupting the soil like you would with pouring water straight out of a water bottle like this. So without making too much noise with the drill on camera, I'm going to go ahead and drill this off camera for you, and I'll show you the results. Guys, so there you have it. I went ahead and actually just did a couple of holes around the outside, one in the middle there. So I'm going to show you right there what that looks like without the cap off. You can see right through it. There's with the cap on. So let's see, I've got this tray of tomato plants and pepper plants here that doesn't need to be watered, but we'll go ahead and let me get you a better angle here. Let's see how this works. So there we have it. You can squeeze the bottle for a little bit extra force there, get it to come right out, and works great. So simple, nice little tool that's not disrupting the soil, allows for me to be able to refill this. I can set this inside of my fish tank, fill it up really quick, and then I've got some water that I can use, or I can fill it up in a faucet with warmer water. If I want to give my seedlings a boost of warm water, anything like that. So that works out pretty well. So now let's move on to our watering can, if you will. So I'm going to go ahead and drill the holes in this cap, just like I did that one. Now, it doesn't have to be a cat litter thing. It can be a jug, it could be a milk gallon, a gallon of milk, anything that you have lying around. This one I think might be very similar to the style that I have with that one, without the long spout. So that's why I chose to go with this route. Again, you can utilize anything you may have laying around, but this is just a good way, inexpensive way to not have to go out and buy a watering can. Let's see how it works. Hey guys, so I tried to do, it may be hard to see a little bit on this camera here, but I tried to do a bit of a pattern. I went on the outside, and then I went in between each of those holes till it got smaller and smaller to the center there. So I think that's about enough holes. We can always add more if we need to, or we can make these holes bigger, but in comparison, it actually looks like they may be relatively the same size. So pretty happy with that. Obviously there's a lot more holes on this one, but I will tell you one of my disappointments from this one in particular is that I get a big blob of water that comes out here, whereas the top of it, when I'm pouring, sprinkles nicely and like the shower that I want, a light shower, but the bottom just, I get like sponges of water. And I'm going to actually pour them both on my plants here in the greenhouse, and I'm going to show you the difference between the two of them. You tell me which one you think is better. Let me get both these filled up with some water and we'll try it out. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've got water in this one. It's quite heavy and it's about halfway full. And I've got water in this one. So just, as far as what we're going to do here, let me make sure you're in range. You can see specifically just watering in my seedlings. It's a good flow from the watering can. It's nice. Got my dill nice and watered there. Okay. Set that aside. Works. That's the standard watering can, which you all know. And then I'm going to just water this. So good, nice sprinkle. A little globby, maybe smaller holes. But works just as well. I'm not disrupting my soil at all. My plants are getting watered in nice and evenly, and I'm not wasting a ton of water. So there you have it, guys. Simple DIY solution. Something nice and simple here that you can water your greenhouse garden without having to drag a hose into. I know that for me, that was a big thing all last year, was really getting the hose stretched in here. And this year I was thinking about putting in a drip irrigation system or something with PVC, until unfortunately it became more and more difficult to get to the stores these days. So I've decided to go with the watering can method, and I thought I'd share with you guys some different techniques available. What I plan to do is fill both of these up on a regular basis with some water from my fish tank, so I can always have some fertile water sitting around, and I can keep them handy to water my plants. I only do weekly water changes, so why not have extra ones laying around to water my plants, because obviously certain plants need to be watered more than just once a week, depending on what they are and depending on the heat and so on and so forth. So I find that my greenhouse almost needed to be watered every single night last year, so I'm looking to have extras on hand for something like that. Not to mention open water sources in the winter are supposed to help add heat to your greenhouse, so I'm looking at different ways for that. So I thought I'd share with you guys just another way to recycle, reuse. I'll be doing a couple of videos, like I said, all week on different recycling techniques and things like that we can use in our gardens that are good for us. So stay tuned. If you guys want to see more content like that, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. And if you guys like this video, please share it with others. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch today. And as always, I hope you guys are staying safe and enjoying your gardens.